Right, hello, my name is Richard, and we're down Shibden Valley, me and Abby. So, and we were musing on YouTube earlier. I just thought I'd do a quick sort of summary, quick, briefer version. Right. If it is in your mind to do YouTube, and it was in mine, I thought I might give it a go. Give it a go. If you're worried about equipment, then this current one is being filmed on the iPhone 5S, which is antique and not a collector's piece, and a very temperamental phone. Things go wrong. This phone definitely goes wrong. Don't let analytics, dictate your successes, because until you've got enough information for those statistics to mean, or those analytics to mean anything, they're not going to mean anything to you, and they could actually be detrimental. Yes, they are, may be important. They're there, and once you know what they mean, and once you've got enough information in them, then they probably will become helpful. I don't personally understand them. I just know that I could be really downhearted. And if you're feeling, well, things are not going right, why am I doing this? I feel exactly the same way. I've accepted that my channel is likely to be very small and limited. That doesn't mean I don't have hopes for it, and it doesn't mean I don't feel down, but I do look at it as, well, it's new, some of its subject matter is not that great. Sorry about the spinning there, I'm trying to avoid getting tangled in the dogweed. And some of the matter is not necessarily going to be well searched, but I know it's required. So I'm not going, the future, of course, you can't see. So it could look bad now, and it could be great later on. I could be asking you for advice. And as for the algorithm, that seems to have taken on a life almost beyond what it actually is. It's referred to so often, but nobody's ever seen it. I don't know how people know it does. Don't let the algorithm bother you. And as for confusing it, well, this theoretically might confuse it. My videos are supposed to be on local history and or family history. Connections. Am I off niche? Well, if those videos are intended to help people, and this is intended at least, if not to advise or anything else, but to say, look, there are, so we all started out there. Not all of us have great equipment. Just go with it, or basically to help. Then it's in a broader spectrum. It's not really off niche at all. Can we get in? There we are. You can hear it, I'm sure. So yeah, it's not entirely off niche, and I'm better at it now. What? That's alright, isn't it? Probably don't sound any better, but anyway, I don't look better. Maybe you're thinking I should go and turn round here. I look better before. Oh, where's my little colleague? There we are. I don't know what she's looking at. Maybe at the back now. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, my immediate supervisor. All complaints should be addressed to my immediate supervisor. That would be Abby. So, supervisor, manager, companion, critic, everything, basically. So we're down Shibden, I've already mentioned that, but we're down Shibden. We're not heading towards Shibden Hall, we're heading in the opposite direction. Basically this will bring us out at Queensbury. So, and not in New York, and not in London. This would be, that'd be a long trip. Anyway, that'd be west. This is in Yorkshire. So, as we've gone round back of me anyway. So yeah, use your whatever equipment you've got, use whatever ideas you've got. Once they're there, once they work or don't work, or you see the results, that's when you can improve. If you go on saying, well, I'll do it in 6 months, a year, when everything's perfect, or when is everything going to be perfect? Strictly speaking, should I be filming this video? Well, no, because although I bought a gimbal and I have yet to work out exactly how it works, which would improve the stability of this, guess what? I wasn't intending on coming down Shibden Valley. So if I waited for the perfect moment, it wasn't Misty to do this, well then I wouldn't get it done. But then I'm not actually filming Shibden Valley because too misty, you won't be able to see anything anyway, which is unfortunate. There's lots of trees and obviously some water. So, but yeah, just do it. I'm not advising you to do it, I'm not saying I'm going to give you any advice. I mean, if there's anything you think I can tell you, then feel free to ask. I don't know enough, but then maybe I know enough where I am now. Maybe you know more, maybe maybe you can tell me something that you think I don't know that I need to know. Anyway, what have we got here? We have, I've mentioned either this one or the other one, quarries. Well, if I turn round behind me, and if I move that way, we have, what is quite clearly, a small scale quarry. Shibden Valley is covered in them. It's a peaceful place to walk, a muddy place to walk, but a peaceful place to walk now, but it was once obviously a lot busier. In fact, if we go a bit further on here, we're going to see, let's get into a position where we can see it. There's a building, look, it's not a field wall, that is a building, small remains of a building for some purpose, probably, but don't quote me, connected to the quarry we've just seen since it's not so far away. And behind me over here, if we can get, we don't get pulled over by there. Hang on, Doug. A retaining wall of some description, possibly just for the bank, but more likely some of this earth is probably spoiled again from that same quarry. And in fact, there's quite a high wall over here that's probably is holding muck back. So yeah, just try it. If you don't like it, forget it. If you just want to put a video up every few months, do so. Never mind what people advise or people suggest. At the end of the day, well, no, I can say because I did it on the other one. At the end of the day, when YouTube started, there weren't any of these so-called gurus, I wouldn't think. It's a term that's banded around that. But these people who were giving advice, because there wasn't anybody to advise them. It's quite a high wall going back there. So yeah, there weren't many people to advise them. They had to start from scratch. So they must have defined some of the rules of what they thought. Now, of course, it's big and there's lots of people around and lots of people giving advice. So, but yeah, do it. Enjoy it if you can. Don't worry about your equipment. It records and you can upload it. Fine. The only other thing I have is at home are some of these ring lights, the ones that put circles in your eyes, which I've used for lighting. I bought those at a Poundland actually. They didn't cost £1, unfortunately. They cost a little bit more than that, but they didn't. £5? Anyway, whatever it was, £10, £5, something like that. And use them to light up. Use those to light me. I bought them for photography. I bought them for trying to light stuff when I was taking pictures to post on Flickr. And I mean, I took some pictures on Flickr, which is also slow to get going. And let's put it this way, the photos were great, but what nobody saw was the fact sometimes the tripod was mounted on stones, pennies, anything out to balance it up, and all sorts of stuff that, you know, wasn't. Well, let's put it this way: if you're thinking of professional equipment, you don't think of using stones and all that business. I had a gorilla pot, and I used that. But guess what? That was actually, for levelling up and things, that was nowhere near as good as a cheap, and I mean a really cheap, rather stiff-legged mini tripod that did cost £1. It was nothing to look at, but it worked a lot better. Bizarrely, it worked for me a lot better than the gorilla pod, which theoretically should have worked better. Sometimes that would dropped out of a tree, and the other one, despite its rather what you would think of as poor grip, worked a lot better. So yeah, you know, get it done if you're going to do it. That's what I say. Get it done. Don't worry about all the nasty people that may well crop up. They will crop up. They do crop up. Don't worry about all that. Just do it. Do it. Enjoy it. And who knows? Will it change your life? That's impossible for me to answer. It's your life, and who can tell? That's time. You might meet some people. I mean, I met people on Flickr I would never otherwise meet. In fact, the internet gives us the ability to meet people we would otherwise not meet, in places we would otherwise not go. It's the reason you can actually look at part of Shibden Valley if you are nowhere near it and are never likely to get there. And I'm sure that I'll revisit that on a better day. It'll be much nicer on a better day. So, yeah, to sum up, don't worry about your equipment, don't worry about anybody else, don't worry too much about the rules, certainly don't worry about the analytics. The only thing you need to concern yourself with is, have you done the best you can in the video you want to do at that moment? Have you got it done? And when I say the best you can do, I mean, have you actually got it done, stumbled your way through, cobbled it together and go, wow, I've done it. That's probably the biggest motivation you'll get. Wow, I've done it. Well, yeah. Improvement can only come afterwards. If you're gifted and really good at it, well, great. Absolutely. I have no